What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are playing Strategic Mono Black. So this deck I wanted to play because I got tired of losing. So we're running Strategic Betrayal, the new Dragonstorm card that basically is an edict, as well as Rot-Curse Rakshasa. These cards have really helped the deck. I'm only running one of the Rot-Curse, and then we have the Qarsi Revenant. With the Renew, it really pumps up all the other demons, and then Scavenger Regent as an extra board wipe for us. So let's get into it and see if we can't win some matches in the current ranked season. I got tired of every game just facing Is It Prowess, Mono Red, Omniscience combo, and having nothing to be able to fight against it. So I thought, why not just play the best deck, the best colors? So we are going for Mono Black. Strategic Betrayal right off the top. That gets rid of their graveyard. They are playing a white deck, but they showed us the Scavenger, so we're thinking it's really Esper Bounce. We can go ahead and pitch. They're not going to have a lot of creatures, so I'm going to get rid of the Bitter Reunion. And then as I say that, of course, they have the Nurturing Pixie. So they bounce that back to hand. I think we just go ahead and rush out the Unholy Annex here, because if they make us discard again, we can always get rid of the Revenant. That's a bonus for us because we have a Renew ability. But with this, I think I might just get rid of the Deep-Cavern Bat first because they're running low on cards. They have another Pixie. Okay. I was thinking about the 3/3 versus the 1/1. It's really easy to kill the 1/1, but now since we have to discard 2, we'll get rid of the Revenant also. Really what we kind of want to keep here is that Bloodletter of Aclazotz. Oh yeah, next turn we can play the Caustic Exhale. Ketramos. Okay. Well, that is indestructible, but we can get around it with the Rot-Curse, so that shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. I think we just Bloodletter here and then attack. It's gonna die, our Rot-Curse is, but that kind of gives us a little bit of a bonus because we're taking a creature, we're killing their life a little bit or bringing their life down. And then next turn we can Decade for 2 unless we get another land. And then we can go ahead and put the Decayed tokens on 2 of their creatures, including the Ketramos. So if they ever attack with it, they have to sack it. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Rot-Curse Rakshasa first. And then go from there. Alright, so let's put on these 2. Opponent's gonna sacrifice their Hopeless Nightmare. I think we've kind of like evened out here. I think we're in a good spot now. We don't have to attack because they can block with both. We're gaining life. Opponent's down to 4 also. They do have some life gain though too, and then there's a Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay, so Bloodletter's gone. They can swing. They gain 3, but we can Caustic Exhale and get the Bloodletter back. Oh, they're gonna pump it up to 4. Okay, smart. I mean, this is why this is Orzhov Bounce is one of the best decks. They didn't want to attack with everything, which is kind of interesting. I get why they wouldn't want to. Let's Caustic Exhale. Yeah, because we can pay an extra and then pay 2 more. We're going to gain 2, and then they're going to lose 4. We draw a card. Bitter Triumph. Ooh, I was hoping we'd get something like a 1-drop, but not too crazy. They do kill our creature. Exile. Pump up. They lose a life. Are they gonna kill themselves? Like, cause... Okay, Sheltered by Ghosts. Yeah, they draw a card and lose a life. Alright, well, hey, oopsie. On to the next one. Shiro, let's see what you got. So, first match went kind of as expected. It's just you have so much available to you as mono black that you can get through most things. Hopefully we get to see a good spread here. It looks like we may be facing the Esper Bounce now, though. Who knows, maybe it's like a Grixis Prowess deck, but I doubt that. Oh, okay, Clay Fire Bricks. Oh, are we facing the United Battlefront deck now? This might be it. I think here we definitely want to go ahead and Deep-Cavern Bat, see what's in their hand. Okay, temporary lockdown. So yeah, I think this is just like an Esper Bounce style. I don't know about playing the Otter and stuff and all that, you know? But they are using, I think, what was it? Ash Lizzle called it the jailbreak strategy, where you like temporary lockdown all of your own stuff and then bring it back. So that is, it's a decent strategy. We're gonna just try and hang with them, though. We're gonna throw down the Unholy Annex, and the next turn we've got the Bloodletter. They've got a Momentum Breaker. Of course, why wouldn't they? Maybe this deck needs Momentum Breaker. Nah, we got the Bitter Triumph. That would be good. I'm gonna just rush out the Bloodletter here, just to make sure we're good to go. We do still have the threat of the temporary lockdown here. I don't know if opponent uses it yet, or if they keep going with the Hopeless Nightmare. They may... Okay, this town ain't big enough. Okay. So they're holding back a little bit. Oh, what do we discard? I think an Archfiend, maybe. Yeah. So my thing is, we can play out the Aclazotz again, but opponent's kind of gonna kill it next turn. But is it worth getting the 2 damage? And then those are all 2. I'm gonna Behold a Dragon. We Beholden Dragons. Get rid of the Otter. I'm gonna go Archfiend to the Dross here. We still gain 2 life, but opponent doesn't lose 4. We just drew another. Okay, hey, this deck just has it all. We just keep getting the cards that we need. Ghost Vacuum. Wow. Opponent running Ghost Vacuums in best of 1. It makes sense, but I did not expect to see it. They did Momentum Breaker, so... I mean, we can Bloodletter here. They'll lose 4, we'll gain 2. And then they'll most likely temporary lockdown. When they do so, they have to have a way to bounce it back, though. That's the biggest thing. They had a second Momentum Breaker. Of course they did. So we can Bloodletter again, and then they would temporary lockdown, I guess. I mean, I might just rush out the Revenants just to put pressure on the board. I'll have 2 3/3s. Yeah, they're not, you know, demons, but gotta make do with what we got. Opponent's gonna exile the Bloodletter. Makes sense. Do we finally see the temporary lockdown? Because I think they have 5 mana, so they could... I mean, hypothetically, if they have another, this town ain't big enough. Let's see. What is opponent going to do? Everything goes away. Nurturing Pixie. Okay, yeah, this is a lot coming back. Think we... Do we get rid of the dragon or the... I think we do Bitter Triumph. Okay, draw a card. We have to sacrifice 2 creatures. I mean, it's not looking great for us, but I think we can still pull this out. Because, I mean, we could pump up the blast zone, right? Get rid of everything that's a 2-drop. That's what I'm thinking would benefit us. But I think we go Bloodletter here, and then we can pump up the blast zone by 1. Or we could Regent for 1. We could Revenant also. Let's Revenant. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to buy time right now. Because we know they have the temporary lockdown again, right? Okay, that was funny. They have the temporary lockdown again. They can use the second ability of the Storm Chaser's talent to bounce this town ain't big enough back to their hand. But they don't have enough to do all of it this turn. So they'll most likely this town ain't big enough now. Okay. So far been right about what opponent's doing. We could Bloodletter here. We could also Regent, or we could do the Strategic Betrayal first. I'm going to do the Betrayal first because this will prevent them from hopefully reshuffling and doing all that with another Storm Chaser's talent. And then now we can Bloodletter. And then Rot-Curse Rakshasa. That's what it is. Rakshasa. Sorry if I've been butchering that the entire time. But this way we deal double damage to them. Okay, we got another Unholy Annex. If they just pop off the Ghost Vacuum, we win. Which would be great. But it doesn't look like they're going to. They got the nowhere to run. Momentum Breaker. I guess we gotta do the Rot-Curse. His opponent, I'm not gonna block that. You don't got me, opponent. I guess we just win, right? Are they gonna do anything, or? They have to have something, right? So let's create a demon. Just in case. Okay, they didn't have anything. Well, another win in the books. On to the next one. Silver, but they're platinum. They're not silver. I don't know if I keep. Do I? I got a lot of removal. If we face an aggro deck, we're good. They have a damnation skin. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna risk it. All right. Well, they could be running mono red. They have the Soulstone Sanctuary. Alrighty. Pass the turn. They have a second Soulstone Sanctuary. Now, a third Soulstone. Okay, what are the odds that they have another Soulstone? What the... Did I find the most unlucky player? Lands, am I right? What the heck? They didn't get a swamp. Oh no. This is gonna be so bad. They're gonna pump up their Soulstone. I'm gonna Strategic Betrayal them. and they have to sacrifice one of their lands. Land destruction? What? Okay. I'm surprised opponent's still sticking around here, to be honest. Yeah, that's more like it. I am so sorry, opponent. If y'all ever think that you're the most unlucky player in Arena, just know Silver's out there. Silver is for real the unluckiest player in Arena history. That is insane. I'm assuming they're running, you know, a bunch of swamps and then 4 of the soul stones to help them. And nothing. Like, they just got all of the colorless mana. It's insane. Oh no, high noon. Alright, Deep-Cavern Bat. Day of Judgment, up to Beanstalk. Okay, so we're facing Domain. This should be an interesting matchup. I mean, it's good to see that they're mainboarding High Noon. They're facing the same prowess meta that we are. I think we have to swing. I was going to say there's a likelihood that they had an Elspeth Smite, but I don't think it was that likely. So let's just stay on our course. Opponent didn't Day of Judgment last turn. That is a little bit interesting. They must have something, right? Nope. Okay. We need to get a demon down soon. Only downside about Unholy Annex, gives you amazing value, but it is not fun when you can't get that demon on the battlefield. We do have the Bitter Triumph, so opponent, yeah, I was going to say opponent may rush out their Overlord here. That's fine by me, because we can cut down on their turn, and then on our turn, Bitter Triumph. Still only casting 1 spell per turn. I don't think let's actually do the dragon. I was going to say, I don't know if we want to do that. Maybe this will bait out their Day of Judgment. And then that'll give us some freedom to go ahead and get our demon. No, another Overlord. Okay. Huh. Opponent's reading us like a book right now, it seems. Let's get rid of one of their moths. We've got a Blast Zone. I don't want to make the demon yet. Let's discard a card. Let's get rid of one of them. Do that. Swing in for 4. Opponent's gonna block. Okay, next turn they have to Day of Judgment, right? Alright, we got another Regent. There's the Day of Judgment. So we're good there. Ooh, Bloodletter of Aclazotz. That's actually perfect, in my opinion. So let's Bloodletter, and then we can tick this up one if we wanted to. Yeah, let's bring it up one. I don't know, do we want to actually get rid of the High Noon? It's kind of helping us here. You know, like another Day of Judgment. Wow, okay. Well, we can Regent for 6, right? Get rid of this. I mean, that's a whole turn, though. We draw a card, lose 2 life. If opponent wants to play out up the Beanstalk, that's all they can play this turn, at least. Alright. I guess we unlock. Okay. So they're going to Leyline Binding, so we won't get the benefit of the Unholy Annex, but what they don't know is we have a secret weapon that we'll use at a later time. We have another Unholy Annex in hand. Unholy Handex. So when opponent attacks, we trade, right? Then we can Caustic Exhale next turn. One of their things. Oh, Elspeth, no. Okay. It's not looking great for us. Not looking great at all. I think we get a demon. We can then go ahead and Unholy Annex. Boom. We're going to draw 2 cards, gain 4 life. We're back up to 20. We can Caustic Exhale one of their things now. Yeah, this High Noon is doing just as much damage to them as it is to us. Because they can kill something with their Elspeth, right? Okay, they're gonna Day of Judgment everything. Alright, that's the, what, 3rd Day of Judgment? Elspeth coming down, that's fine. Let's get rid of one of their soldiers, or whatever they are. We got another Caustic Exhale. We could fire that off, but I think I'm gonna do the demon first, and I might just do the Deep-Cavern Bat, see what they have in hand. Overlord of the Hauntwoods, done. They lose 4, we gain 4, and I think we got this in the bag. I think we gotta give opponent a little meow meow, letting them know, hey, look at what we got. Because they're gonna try and pump up this creature, it gets flying to block, but we can just go ahead and Caustic Exhale it now, and go from there. So, 4 damage, we can swing in for 6, and just like that, we're on to the wrap-up. So yeah, this is Strategic Mono Black. I actually got the idea for this deck when I was talking to my opponent at my store championship this weekend. We were looking at his deck, and he noticed that like the Edicts rotate out next. So he was like, oh yeah, I got Strategic Betrayal and Momentum Breaker. And I was like, man, Mono Black just has so much value. So I decided to play it. It worked out well. If you like the video, go ahead and consider liking and subscribing. And first and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.